I think that's the worst part of this all is I would be okay with the developments that if they were simply willing to pay their fair share. If they're willing to, these are private projects that they want to make a private profit off of. I mean, that is how our economic system works, but then make the investments yourself. But they seem to want to just do these public-private partnerships where it's the taxpayers
Hmm.
footing the bill, the taxpayers taking the risk, and then they reap all the profit. And then it's
Hmm.
the residents that have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
So, and then I guess one last point is
Just let
that I
me
forgot. Oh, sorry.
to add to that, Jake. I agree. It would be nice if the developer was a steward of its community, and they're not going to be. Unfortunately, they're going to build, and they're going to leave, and we're going to be held. We're going to be left holding the bag. But at least our politicians need to be representing us instead of the developer
Yeah.
interests. And so far, we have council members Deb Young and Liz Walsh who are doing who are fighting an uphill battle, and they've been successful in some cases, but they are they're facing a lot of opposition from council members Opal Jones, Christiana Rigby, and David Youngman, a bipartisan set of group of council members who are doing everything that the county executive Calvin Ball has been asking them to do. And so it would be nice if these four represented our interests instead of the corporate, instead of continuing to provide corporate welfare using our taxpayer dollars.
Yep. And I recommend Jerry just came out with a great another one, as DJ Khaled would say, of a blog, very informative, breaking down, what the developers are up to and who on the county council and the county executive are facilitating these pay to play deals. And he has a really good breakdown of who specifically Howard Hughes Corporation, the biggest developer in Columbia, how much they've donated to each of the council members, and also to the Howard County Republican Central Committee, which I believe has taken like $40,000, which it's weird that the local conservatives like to rail against the developers, and I really hope that they are consistent with that and hold David Youngman to that same standard that they rightfully hold people like Calvin Ball to. So yeah, everybody check out that blog.